Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Final Fantasy V playthrough. So, it's been a while, but I'm all ready for action, and I really want to play more of this game. I've been thinking about it all day, and you know what? It's time to get back into action. So, it is relatively late. I would say it's about, at the time of recording this, it's what? 8:15. So it's 8:15 at night. And I just did another workout. I still got my pump on and just got all spruced up, and now I just want to relax with a cup of joe, my second cup of the day, because I'm reducing my coffee intake dramatically, so I'm only limiting myself to 2 cups of coffee per day. This is my second cup, and I want to enjoy it. So, we're going to get right into it. I still have this saved from my previous episode. I kind of want to keep that just in case. But, ooh, music is off as per usual, just because YouTube is a fickle beast, and I don't want all my content copyrighted just in case I start making money off this channel, just in case. But I believe we just defeated the Siren, and also I want to do something. Configuration. We're going to put this in wait mode, mainly because I've been playing in active mode, and I feel like I'm not really taking in the strategy part of this game, because in active mode, it's everyone just keeps attacking each other so quickly that I feel like there's not enough time to actually think. And honestly, I really like planning my battles out. I thought active mode would be fun, but looking back at the previous video, I did notice that there were times where I was just kind of trying to get the battle done really quickly. And I think if I had it into wait mode, which is the default mode this game is supposed to be played in, it would have probably gone a little smoother. I know I'm backtracking a little bit. However, I'm just playing this for fun. I've played this game so many times, and every time I play it just for fun, and I kind of want to stick with that. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm going to enjoy it. But that said, there are some very difficult challenges in this game, and I'm hopefully going to be prepared for. Because this playthrough, I am going to defeat Omega Weapon. I'm sorry. I've never defeated Omega Weapon but once in my entire history with this game, and that was with, ironically, this version when this version originally launched on Android. Because I played this version a few years back, and I did a 100% run of this game, and that 100% run was the only time I have ever defeated Omega Weapon. I never touched him in the PS1 version. I never touched him in the original version. I never touched him in the PlayStation version. I never touched him, well, the PlayStation 4 version. I never touched him in most of my playthroughs on this version. And I doubt if I ever get this game for Switch, I'll ever touch him on the Switch version. But gosh darn it, we're going to kick his ass this playthrough. So I want to be prepared. So, there's also the Dragon Boss Siryu, but I don't know how... Ooh, story. The Dragon Helm. Oh, Mithril Helm. My bad. Oh ho ho ho! I love that. Let her go, you addle-pated, foul-complexioned scuffle. I just love that. And I think this was actually in the original PS1 version as well. It could be wrong. Also, funny moment incoming. Where'd she get the rope? Like, seriously, where'd she get that rope? Do they just carry ropes on them at all times, including the stakes for them? Boss battle. So, she should start poison. Yeah, she starts poisoned. So, we can just flat out attack her, but we also want to protect Cure. Well, cast Cure on myself. Have him guard. Now we should be damaged by poison, which isn't good. Air damage. I forgot about that completely. So... oh, the husband shows up. And I think they're both weak to fire, but I could be wrong. And kinda? Oh, regen, which is going to counter any, like, ticking spells I do. Thank God I don't have any. Cats, why do you always start meowing when I'm doing a video? It seems like you guys have perfect timing for you sleep all day, and then suddenly when I'm active, it's like, let's meow in the background. Nah, these cats are awesome. I love them to pieces. Alright, white magic. Oh, wait, no. I guess you're not attacking. Alright. We need to... never mind. She's dead already. I don't remember her having that little health. You know what? No, we're not gonna worry about that. You, however, I want... oh, wait, right. You don't have anything either. Black magic. Let's see how thunder works on him. Decent amount of damage, 66. Alright, white magic. Right. I keep forgetting you don't have any. 49, 49. Black magic. More thunder. 66. 20. Defend. You can attack. Defend. You defend because you have very little HP. $205. Good lord. Like, holy shit. 205? Where did that come from? Whoa. That whip is actually a really rare drop. I don't think you get that very often. And now, boss fight over. I want to see if I can actually equip that whip. Wait, no, they can't equip the whip. You, however, I think can. But, never, wait, what? Wait, hold a minute. Hold on, it's not I don't think anyone but the, what is it, the hunter? No, the Beastmaster. I think it's the Beastmaster. No one but the Beastmaster can equip whips, I think. And I'll be honest, I've never used the Beastmaster in my entire, like, oopsie. I play, Oh my god, I play so much Switch lately. I genuinely forget that on on Switch, a button, which would be the circle button on PlayStation, is the interact button, whereas Final Fantasy V first released on, I think, was it the SNES? No, it might have been. Was it the SNES? No, it was. I think Final Fantasy V actually released on the Super Nintendo, but the first localization in America that we got was the 2003 or 2004 port of. No, it was the Black Label version of Final Fantasy Anthology, and then after that, it was the reprint of the Greatest Hits version. So we didn't get a localization in the US until that time, and by that time it was PlayStation, and PlayStation has always been X for interact and circle to back out. Whereas in Japan, circle is the like confirm button and X is the back button, which is very, very like messy with my head, especially considering I'm switching controllers all the time. But yeah, the Beastmaster is the class that can use the whip, so no one in this party can use the whip as of right now, which sucks. We're just gonna do that and do that. Tombstones, which does she have? No, no. I want to. I think they're resistant to magic, but I just want to see. No, no. Apparently they weren't resistant to that. Also, that was satisfying. Lena mastered equipped shields. Good, good. This is going to be important later. Also, big story moment, and this, if anyone watched my previous like episode of Final Fantasy V, I talked about how there was a really nonsensical moment coming up. This is that moment. I'm sorry, I can never keep a straight face when this scene happens. I love that sound. And now, if we had music on, you'd hear this epic score and we'd be flying all over the place. So there's a few things we can do now. Well, no, I was about to say, as you can see, here you can fly over mountains, but no, that's not till much later, which I find absolutely hilarious that we're using a flying creature that can probably fly as high as it wants to, yet it can't fly over mountains, which I find hilarious. But it can fly over bodies of water. And when you're flying, there's no chance of encounters. So, but wait a second. Was it this mountain that I find the bones? Hold on a minute. I gotta actually figure this out. Oh my god, I did find all the items in this area. Maybe it's not this mountain that you find the piece of equipment that I'm looking for. Because you do find a armor set that I really like playing around with on a mountain, but I genuinely don't remember what mountain that is on. But I didn't see any skeletal remains on this mountain, so it's definitely not there. So we will continue on and find something else to do. I will also be trying to get every single one of the legendary weapons that I want to use. I can't remember the way you can, but there is a way you can actually get all 12 weapons in one playthrough, because normally if you do this as intended, you can't actually get every single weapon in one playthrough. Meaning in the original PS1 version, I think, I could be wrong, but it's been a long time since I've actually played the original PS1 version. In fact, I don't even have my copy of it anymore. I had a pristine copy of not a pristine, well actually yeah, it was a brand new copy, so it was pristine. But I had a copy of the reprint, the greatest hits version of Anthology, and I played that on my PS2 to completion. That's the one I had 53 hours in. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to turn my heater off because it's making the air in here very stale. It's causing me to clog up. There we go. Whew. Can't wait till it gets summer again and I can run my fans all the time. Get some fresh air in here. Excuse me. So, but yeah, that's the version I had 53 hours in. But in that version, I don't think it had any way of actually getting all of the legendary weapons. So I remember getting the katana for the ninja. I got the bale. I also got the bale for the geomancer, which was kind of a waste because I never really used the geomancer at all. And I believe I also got some of the other weapons, but I mostly used it was like a Marasune, but it was a katana for the ninja. I used the bale somewhat, but I think there was a giant axe as well. Very interesting. Very interesting as indeed. But we're about to enter a new town. And with that comes some grinding. No, I don't want you. I'm trying to think of the exact weapons that I got during my PS1 playthrough. I don't know. Two more experience. Well, 2 more ABP. I know it was the ninja. I think I got the sword, like just the sword you can get for your fighters. I got the bell, the Geomancer bell, and I really can't remember. I really can't remember. You would think I would, replaying this game every year, but honestly, aside from the story bits, it's like every time I play this game, I'm starting fresh, which is honestly a fantastic feeling. I wish more games I played, I could start fresh each time I played it. Because there's really 100 different ways you can play this game. Like, this is one of those Final Fantasies where there is no set-in-stone strategy. There's plenty of strategies you can employ to beat the game. In fact, this is one of the few Final Fantasy games where people have actually done Nuzlocke. And I tell you, if you want some weird Final Fantasy V content, just go look up Berserker Nuzlocke. And the Berserker is another class that I admit I never really used. It's a fun class, but once you use it, it turns the game into a complete automated adventure. And sometimes you do not want an automated adventure in this game, in this battle. Well, in this game, like pure automation can be hit or miss, but most of the time it's miss. But let's check to see what we got. Oh, see, there's the iron stuff. The Kenpo-gi is good for... I think the Kenpo-gi is good for, your monks and stuff. We'll buy 2 of those. We'll buy 2 of those. We'll buy 4 of the... No, gee lord, that's a lot of... We'll buy 2 of these. Alright. There's also a hidden village in this game, if I recall, where you can get some really good weapons. So this right here is a Berserker weapon. Only the Berserker can wield a battle axe, unless you're a freelancer. We're going to just get that, just because. We're not going to use it, though. Yet. There are some moments where having at least one Berserker in your party is very beneficial, but there's not that many moments where having more than one Berserker is beneficial. Because like I said, you lose access to actually controlling your characters. But these are the big spells you want. These 3 spells can be used by the Summoner class. Again, another class I haven't really played with that much, but I really should. But these 3 things can be used by the Summoner class. Regen is just something that's really important. Slow is something that's really important. Mute is important. Actually, let's just get them all. There we go. Why not just get them all? Also, I think you can get over here. Yeah, see? That was a long loading time. Also, for some reason, there's a frog in the river. And I believe you can actually interact with that frog. Don't quote me, but I think you can. Do, 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 do. I still have this remnant of the cough. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. I am surprised indeed. Alright. So, hold on a minute. Oh, I see another frog. Or actually, I think they're called toads in Final Fantasy. Because I do believe, like, the status is called Toad. It's either Toad or Minnie. No, no. Minnie is something entirely different. Toad, I think, literally turns you into a toad. Alright, let's equip some stuff. Wait, Caliph doesn't have any accessory? Oh no. That's a bit of a shame. I should rest, but I think we're just going to use a tent. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a tent if we have it. Yeah, we got 6 of them. And this will assist us a little bit. And now we can get in a battle against a Gatling. Or is that? No, that is a Gatling. I don't need to attack with you. You're going to attack. And now you're dead. Alright. More story content. Love how the guards just let you waltz in. Also, if you go down here, if you go down here and you interact with a few things, but we're going to save real quick. So, if you go down here, go through the dungeon. This is the dungeon. Now, I want to show you the intended way you're supposed to do this. So, if you just walk just naturally, you are most likely going to get into a battle. And unfortunately, we got into a back attack, which is absolutely horrendous. However, so let's select magic. So, alright. So, that is a Jackanapes. Now, if you're doing this on the PS1 version, this enemy is way overleveled. I think when I did do this on the PS1, I legit sat in the forest and just grinded for 2 hours to get to the level where I even stood a sort of chance against this character. But this guy has insane magic potential. He has insane physical damage. And he is, like, I think the only enemy that will spawn in this section of the game. Or in this, like, little area. And no matter how many times you try, I think the encounter rate for him is so high that there's no feasible way you can get to the treasure at the end of this little mini dungeon and get out without triggering an attack from him. Now, I've never really had a good strategy to take this guy out legitimately. And ever since the Android version, or any of the modern ports of Final Fantasy V, I've always just turned off encounters briefly, just so I could do this section, grab the good item, and then, like, leave. But I want to see if I can kill him. He's going to kill me. He is going to kill me. There is no way I'm strong enough to take this guy out right now. However, I want to try. So, first we're going to cast Protect on us, because that's important. And then we're going to have her attack. We're going to have her attack. See, 0. 0. 460. Dead. White magic. We can cast Libra to see what. Level 20. So he's level 20. HP 666. Vulnerable to fire. Vulnerable to ice. Vulnerable to lightning. Vulnerable to earth. And water. And poison. And holy. And wind. He's just basically vulnerable to everything. But that one heals him. So 86, 200, see 90. So not everything heals him. So he's vulnerable to everything, but everything heals him. So let's try sleep. Miss. I think he's in, and we're dead. So yeah, that's what I was talking about there. So he's vulnerable to everything, but everything you try to cast on him just heals him, which I find absolutely hilarious. But I think if... Oh, looks like my cat wants in. Come on. And here they come. The gang is all reunited. Alright, now you're going to hear a bunch more meowing. But... So... hold on 1 minute. Oh. Alright. You know, I should just turn my videos into live streams. Basically what this is. So we might be able to change. So we definitely want a white mage in the party, but maybe Ferris can be maybe a black mage or a blue mage, because a blue mage can use some interesting stuff. Blue magic. Equip shields might be handy. Two-handed. Alright. So now we can give her the frost rod. What the heck was that? Cotton robe. Yeah, magic defense is probably going to be the best here. Quick save real quick. Quick save, quick save. Now let's try this team. See? We almost made it, and it's always a back attack too. No, he's dead. Well, that didn't last. Zero. Change the row. 210, he's dead. Why did I cast Protect? Well, never mind. She can't do anything. It says 0. 2225. Ugh. Out, and we're dead. So, yeah. So, yeah, we can't. We're just not strong enough. Also, blue magic. Apparently, I don't have any blue magic, which I did not think of. I'll be honest. I actually forget how the blue mage works. So this might have just been on me. All right. We could also do thief, but you know what? I think I'm going to just go back to white mage. And then equip shields. Staff. Iron shield. Cotton robe. And leather cap. Also no, that's not what I want. So do they all have, she doesn't have a shield. He has one. Alright, they all have one. But, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quick save again, just because I don't want to do all that. Then I'm going to go here. Boost. So I wanted to showcase what is in this chest. So there's 2 paths. There's this here, which gives you some good stuff. And then there's that one lone chest in the back over here. And this one lone chest contains the Elven Mantle. The Elven Mantle is one of the best items in the game. It boosts evasion like crazy. And if you pair it with a shield, whichever character you equip this on becomes an immediate tank. Also, this wall looks very strange. It looks like there's a secret passage back here. I'm sorry, it does. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the Elven Mantle is an accessory. It boosts the agility by a point. It boosts your magic by a point. But the hidden effect in it... Oh, that's not what I meant. I want leather shoes back. There we go. So, footwear that is both fashionable and comfy. That's the leather. So, this one. This is what I want to say. So, a cloak that sometimes evades physical attacks. So, I forget the actual percentage of that, but I think maybe for every 1 to 4 hits, or for every 4 hits that... Actually, well, let's test that. Let's test that. I want to test that real quick. Let's test it. Let's test it. Let's test it. But I can't remember the actual percentage. Really? There we go. Back attack, just as per usual. So, well, he's dead. So let's do protect on me. And let's see just how many... Well, never mind. Oh, I got a bad roll. I got a bad roll. I got an immediate bad roll, and I'm sad now. I'm sad. I got probably the worst possible roll on that, and I died immediately. Oh, dear. Oh, well. I just wanted to showcase what was in that chest. But the Elven Mantle is incredibly powerful. But I want to see if I can get it legitimately. So we will come back later. But I want to make sure the... Alright, everything's good. But I forget the percentage, but I think it's like for every... Like, if the enemy hits you 4 times, probably 1 out of the four times it hits you, you will completely evade that physical attack. Which is, like I said, if you pair that with a good shield and some other accessories, it really does become one of the best items in the game, especially for a white mage. Also, if we go up here, and then go down here, then go back up here, you can also get another secret item in here. So this tower, which we're not going to do right now, is where you can get your first major summon. There's a really good like reward for doing this mini dungeon, and it's actually a really difficult mini dungeon. So we're not going to do that right now. I don't think it's nearly as tough as the Jackanapes, but it could be. So currently, what are we? Oh my god, I can't tell what level we are. Like, this is hilarious. I can't tell. Let's go to status. Okay, so Lena is level 10. Level 10. Level 10. So we're all level 10. So statistically, if we reach our 20s, we should be able to get the Elven Mantle. And around the 20s is where I probably would feel confident in taking on that like secret boss. So we'll come back to that when it is time, when we're about, I'd say probably 18, 19. And then you can like go back up here to get back out. But yeah, there's tons of like side content. What the heck? Did I just come out of a secret passage? I think... Hold on, is this the jail? Yeah, this is the jail. So we have a crazy wizard. What if we say yes? I love that. No. So you notice the pickpocket just said, "Ooh, is there?" That was funny. I love that. So technically, he could have gotten out of that at any point. I don't know if there's any reason to let out the pickpocket. I don't. Does he ever come and play later? I never let this guy out just because I don't like him. But the pickpocket has that charisma. Ah. Okay. That explains it. Alright, enough idling around. Let's get on with the story. There's actually quite a bit of stuff we can do in the castle. I'm just kind of just dicking around right at this point. So that little librarian to the right of us just hints at there's something. It hints at there being something suspicious about Shiva and water, and it's very, very vague. But if you put two and two together, which if you played this originally when it came out years ago, when the internet wasn't all too popular, actually, YouTube got established in 2006. So yeah, you had to dig around and on the internet to find any clues or whatnot. Read a lot of forums and whatnot. But he basically hints at there being a sealed summon somewhere in the castle, but he doesn't tell you where. But yeah, I think it was during my second ever playthrough of this game that I even figured out that Shiva was a character you could interact with in this game at all. But once I did, I went and I defeated her as quickly as possible. Another meteor. Also, that animation was immaculate for its time. Also, a clever use of Mode 7 here. Now we are free to explore the world a little bit. Let's get back on the Windrake. No, let's get into combat first. Oh, I was about to. There we go. Alright, so I think the tower... Oh, is it here? Yeah, it's right here. And there is the meteorite, which I think we can interact with, actually. Oh, not yet. We do get to go inside these meteorites at some point in the story. I just don't remember when. But now we're about to do a big story moment. Also, so is this the same Garula that the kid told us was shy, but to not tease? Could it be that same Garula? Ice Soldier and Ricard Mage. Actually, no, let's not use any of you. No, he survived. Interesting. Drain. Oh, you missed. You can't hit me. You did a decent amount of damage to me. No, he stopped me. Well, Galuf is out of the fight for now. You think Cure is going to help you? Cure ain't going to help you. Told you. Cure ain't going to help you. Alright, we gotta heal. Oh, I unlocked an achievement for some reason. Field research. Oh, I leveled up. Yes, my profile that I never use leveled up. We're gonna try to not use too much magic here. Also, I kind of want to switch to a thief here. Wait, actually 14. Yeah. Wait, no. Excuse me. Let's change their formation. Because she's now a physical attacker, so she's going to be on the front lines. Main reason I want a thief. Oh, the toads. Main reason I want a thief is just so I can do some cool stuff. Because I think this dungeon has some secrets that I don't entirely remember the location of. And as per usual, my cats are being rambunctious in the background. Always when I record. Never when I'm sleeping or watching a movie or anything. It's just like, oh, he's recording. Let's make a bunch of background noise. I used to actually get annoyed by that. And I still do. If I was trying to make a professional video that was like had the best sound quality imaginable, I would definitely be slightly annoyed. But I don't have a game room, and there's no way I can like shut my cats up in a particular room outside of letting them go outside for a little while. And I only let them go outside when they actually ask. Ooh, wyvern and a pastisule. Let's steal from the wyvern. I didn't even notice if I stole anything. Well, that was pointless. Ow. Steal from you. No, we won't do anything now. No, Ferris, damn it. Damn it, Ferris. Oh, of course, and we leveled up too. Damn you, Ferris. Ferris is dead now. I'm sad. Thankfully, I have some Phoenix Downs. And did I not buy antidotes? Ah, I don't think I bought antidotes. I'm very... Oh, I did buy antidotes. Thank you, Miss Click. Thank you. Sometimes, like, playing a game that was meant for, like, home consoles on a big TV on a small TV isn't that great. Because sometimes I genuinely don't even notice things that would normally have a much bigger font. Wait. Was that the way we... No, this is the way we need to go, ain't it? Here's the king. And now we have a few side paths to take. Like this path up here, which I think leads to something cool. No, hold a minute. I want to go back down. There's a chest over there. Plonk. Oh, not you guys again. Alright. Ow. Yeah, attack you. You did nothing to steal, man. Oh, thank God you killed them relatively fast. Another potion. And now we're poisoned again, so we have to do... We have to either use an antidote or let her die. But we're going to use an antidote, and hopefully we won't have to use another one, but most likely we will. Ah, crap. Oh, okay, it's still you. You're not going to attack. You guys will attack, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully you guys kill it quick enough. There's another chest. I want it. Risk it for the biscuit, baby. Risk it for the biscuit. Ah! What? I am so stupid. I am so freaking stupid. It's like, oh, just walk forward, get the chest. No, you gotta. Ooh, so probe. You gotta go around it, dummy. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Should we try to... I don't think Flea was a part of Final Fantasy. You know what, Ferris, you get Protect. I accidentally cast Libra, didn't I? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm gonna make so many mistakes. Don't you heal the thing I'm trying to kill? Hey, you did bastard. What about Blizzard? Why? The magic is pointless. Ow, 54. Still in the hundreds, baby. Now you're dead. Now I don't have to really worry about the mage. He says, as he casts stop time on me. But, thankfully, all of these effects go away, minus the poison, unfortunately. And now, also, if you don't... Ooh, another achievement. Rookie Treasure Hunter. Interesting. So, also, if you don't cure a ailment that stays around, so here, look at Galuf. He has 93 HP. If I don't cure this ailment, as I'm walking around, his HP will slowly decline until it reaches 1. And after it reaches 1, if he gets into battle and gets attacked, he will die. Also, if he gets into battle and he still has the poison effect on him, I think he will automatically die as well. So, I don't remember which Final Fantasy was the first to implement permanent, like, debuffs that stay with you after battle. But whoever did, it was an amazing decision. Because I'll be honest, the amount of times you go into battle and you just stock up on 99 everything. Like, Final Fantasy was the first franchise to kind of push the whole go into a shop and buy 99 of something. The whole like meme of having 99 potions or 99 of whatever in your inventory, saving it for a rainy day, came from Final Fantasy as far as I know of. So, yeah. There's a reason, like, it's one of the few things I love about the older Final Fantasies is just the fact that you can literally just kind of, that's not what I want, Poisona. Like, you can just literally just have 99 of whatever in your inventory and just have fun with it. And yes, it does take away some of the strategy when you can just have 99 of whatever in your inventory and just do what I just did here. However, you gotta remember these games came out in a time where there were no real guides, there were no real helpful hints. You had to play the game, and the only information you could get about the game was if you had other friends who were playing the game at the same time, and you could just talk with them and have a back and forth conversation about, hey, this is the video game I'm playing right now. Do you have any tips or any suggestions or whatnot? Or you would go online with your dial-up internet if you were lucky enough to have internet in the first place, because I was not lucky enough to have internet until probably during my late my early teens, like maybe 13. No, not 13. When was it when we first got internet? I think it was when I was 11. When I was 11, we actually got some really good internet for a time. It would be considered trash now, but for the time, it was really good internet. And then I would always, like, go online, look up on forums, read a ton of articles about some of my favorite games. And when YouTube finally came out in late or early 2006, I would literally no life YouTube tutorials on some of my favorite games just to see if I could beat them, because I was a dumb little kid. Well, I wasn't that dumb. I was actually highly intelligent. I'm still quite intelligent, although my knowledge is fading over time. But yeah, like, it was difficult finding the best strategies and stuff early on for games, which is why the Prima strategy guides and all that were so famous. And I really want to beat Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with that strategy guide. I really want to. Shout out to my clumsily recorded video about, a week ago. It was about an hour long. Shameless plug. Go watch that video. It was fun. I played a harmonica at the end. But, alright. We're all healed up. Oh, well, she learned Find Passages. So I technically don't need to have her equipped anymore. Although I do want to play around with one of her side weapons, because the thief has a really fun side weapon. I think that can hit both front and back opponents, because I don't know if this applies in this Final Fantasy. I think it does. But anyone in the back row takes less damage. Obviously, it does apply to your actual characters, because anyone in the back row deals less damage, but they also take less damage. Same thing applies to the enemies. Enemies in the back row take less damage than enemies in the front row. So there are certain weapons in this game that will negate that, and you can actually use said weapon to attack enemies both in the front row and the back row equally with the same amount of damage. It's really fun, actually. Oh, crab apples. It's these guys again. Please kill these guys quickly. Please kill these guys quickly. They hurt. I don't want them to poison us. They're gonna poison. I feel like they're gonna poison. Alright, we're good. Ah, of course. I knew it. I knew they would poison me. Of course. Of course they would poison me. I hate you. Why would you poison me? Have I mentioned that I love the crap out of this game? I will always love this game. Even when I'm 92 years old and I can't play video games anymore because my hands are like piles of mush, I'm still going to love this game. Although realistically, I could probably still play this game in my 90s. It's not that difficult to control and whatnot. I won't be playing games like Dragon Ball FighterZ in my 90s. I know that much. Breath Wing. What's that do? A moderate amount of damage. But nothing really that bad. Although Ferris is under the 90 health pool. No, she's 91, ain't it? What is she, 91? Yeah, 91. So she's under 100, which isn't great. But I could heal. But I'm not going to. Because I don't want to. Yet. Alright. We are going to quick save, though. Excuse me. Curse this cough. Alright. Oh, right. Wrong. So, I think there's a few paths we can... Jesus Christ, cat! That was a good jump. That was a good jump you just did. Oh, chest. Silver armlet. I don't remember what that does. Oh, well, she already has an accessory. Galuf doesn't. What? Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Silver armlet. I know there was a silver armlet. Defense +2, magic defense. Wait, what? It is an accessory. What'd I just do? Oh, potion. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so thief. What's it do? Defense +2. Oh, defense +2, magic defense +3, weight +3. Why is it thief? I mean, I'm glad because I'm currently playing a thief, but why is it for thief? Ugh. I hate you. I want that other piece. Okay, I'm not afraid of you guys. Okay, fine. I'm moderately afraid of you guys. I'm not afraid of you guys anymore. You had a good run. I accidentally changed them in the row. Bonk. Do 13 damage. Ferris mastered Scram. Is that the retreat? Actually, that's actually good. I think Scram is retreat. Ether, don't care about it. Have I mentioned I love this game? I'm sorry, I do. I love this game to pieces. And I'm also... I need to get around to completing or playing more Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I just haven't had an urge to yet, but I'm gonna beat that game eventually. 132, you're dead. Our healer is out of the field though. That sucks. The funny thing is, I'm fully recovered, yet I still have this annoying cough. Like, coughs last so long, it's ridiculous. What's down here? So is this a puzzle? Like there was one time I got sick, then I recovered, and then I shit you not, I had a cough for like 2 weeks. Like it was ridiculous. But it's actually very annoying. And it only happens when I talk a lot, which is the sad thing. 3 wizards? Hold on a minute. Okay. This could be bad. Wait, hold a minute. No, they're casting slow. Well, that one casted sleep. I thought they casted stop. Drain. Jesus Lord, that did a lot of damage. Why did that do so much damage? Like, why did that do so much damage? Like, why did Drain do so much damage? Because I remember when I use Drain, it doesn't do that much. But that was death. Why did that kill me? And it killed the one in the back row too. What the hell? Meow. Sorry. I know. You want attention, you'll get it later. He was our healer. I just realized that he was our healer. Phoenix downtime. Crab apples. Okay. Nope. Ah, why? Why, brain? Why you be like this? Like, seriously, my brain just says walk forward. And then I, like, walk forward, and then it's like, oh, I'm not supposed to walk forward. This is a puzzle. Alright. We're going to turn off the battles while I figure this out. There we go. So now just fall down the hole. Wait, hold on. I just go over here, don't I? That's literally all I do, right? I just go over here and then go through the door. Yeah. I didn't even need to turn off the things. Cat, I love how you meow at me, and then as soon as I turn my head, you're like, oh, nope, I'm over here now. I love cats. I love dogs too, but I honestly love cats just more. So, a little tidbit about this enemy. So, if you've played Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy, what was it? What was that spin-off Final Fantasy game, the multiplayer focused one? Final Fantasy Comrades. So if you've played Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy Comrades, you know that these creatures can get extraordinarily big. The baby ones are moderately like bull-sized, but the big ones can get absolutely huge. And this, based on its sprite, looks to be like a full-grown gorilla. And these things are a pain in the ass to take down early game in Final Fantasy 15. And it wasn't until Final Fantasy 15 when I realized the scale of some of these creatures. Because Final Fantasy 15 had, excuse me, some of the most massive, like, Final Fantasy bosses I've ever seen. Shout out to the giant eagle that you fight in the Roost, or that giant towering tortoise, that the Mantoise. That thing was a pain in the ass to kill. Good lord, that took literally like weeks of grinding and preparation just to kill that thing once. Never again. But I would also love to play Final Fantasy 15 on the channel. Final Fantasy 15 is like the only modern Final Fantasy game I actually like. And a lot of people hated it. And again, I did not play Final Fantasy 15 when it originally launched. I played it like 3 years after it launched because I didn't get a PS4 until much, much later into its life. So, excuse me. But I would love to play Final Fantasy 15 again. But I would really want a physical copy because by the end of this year, they're terminating the PlayStation 4 servers. And I need to get physical copies of all my favorite PS4 games before that happens. And if I ever get a PS4 again, I want a PS4 Pro. Because PS4 is my favorite PlayStation console, hands down. But it wasn't until Final Fantasy that I realized the scale of some of these creatures that we're fighting in this game. And boy, it would be scary as all shit to fight some of these creatures. But we're going to protect you. We're going to guard you. Black magic. Actually, no, we're not going to black magic. We're going to defend. What? Protect you. And now we can attack. Black magic. Let's see if we can sleep it. Probably going to miss. Yeah, miss. Let's see if we can steal from it. Couldn't steal. Okay, there's nothing to steal. What's your stats? Level 3. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're going to steamroll this. Yeah, look at puny damage now. Let's just... I think they're resistant to ice. Yeah. 66 for that. $246. 14. So let's do fire. I don't think they're resistant to fire. Yeah, 72. So they are resistant to blizzard. This should be the killing blow. No, it's not. Probably has one more or two more hits in it. You know what? You can attack. Never mind. Why'd I even make you attack? $96. Did its like defense go up during its final moments of life? Ferris mastered sprint. I think we get the Berserker here too. Also, notice that there is a crystal in that corner over there. he's dead. So I think we... Hold on a minute. So there's this one up here. And when I was younger, I could not for the life of me figure out how to get up here. Because if we... There's the summoner. Now we can get up here. But we can't actually, you know, go anywhere. We can get up here, but we can't, like, do anything. And to this day, I don't remember what this crystal's job is. But we get this crystal much later in the game because we return to this tower. Red mage. Red mages are overpowered. Berserkers, technically they're also overpowered. Excuse me. Oh. Time mage. Now we have the time powers. Mystic Knight. Shout out to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Also, this cutscene was epic for when this game originally released. Like, you didn't see anything like this up until now. Well, I think there were a few games that had epic, like, cinematics like this. There's Sildra! So she isn't dead after all. So I believe I said in a prior video, or previous video, that she is in fact dead. Well, I stand corrected. Oh, never mind. Now she's dead. And then they give you this sad wailing in the background to make, like, to tug at your heartstrings. And trust me, it tugged at my heartstrings quite a bit when I was younger. But yeah, we got a bunch of new powers. We got a bunch of new stuff. Now, actually, hold on a minute. Can we actually access the meteorite? See, now we can access the meteorite. Now, I believe there's also... I always thought this thing right here looked like Mickey Mouse. I don't know why I just did. I think that goes somewhere. And now we warp all the way to another, like, meteorite. Dang it. Sorry about that. I was taking a little sip of water. So, now we've unlocked fast travel, so we can warp between points anytime we want to. So, what level are we? So, also, I just realized their level is underneath their MP bar. So, we're level 11. So, doing all of that, we leveled up one time. One time. Which is hilarious. So, if we want that elven mantle, we're going to have to do some grinding for it, or continue the story until we can go back to it. However, we might actually have enough to do it now. So the first thing, not that. Wait, what did? Oh, that's cool. So anyone who played Final Fantasy II knows exactly where that like sprite comes from. And the Mystic Knight is really fun to play as. I played a crap ton of this class, like, on the PS1. This class is so fun to play around with, especially late game. And then you have the Red Mage, which is... Oopsie, they can use the whip. No, is that a... That's not a whip. You didn't get the Beastmaster, though. You got the Berserker. But yeah, the Mystic Knight is an incredibly good class. Like, incredibly good. But we're not going to worry about that right now. What we want to worry about... I don't really like how her Mystic Knight looks, to be honest. Her Berserker is cute as buttons, though. I also hate how her Time Mage looks, because she looks like she's got, like, clown makeup on. But also, the Red Mage has some of the highest, like, level ups to do in the AVP department, because no shit, the last level that they need to get to max out their class is 999. It would probably be 909. It would probably be 9,999 if the game could calculate that number. But it's the last level is 999, which takes, oh my god, doing that legit on the PS1 version. I never did it. I played for 53 hours, and I had a character that mostly played as the Red Mage for the majority of my playthrough, and I did not get even close to maxing out the Red Mage in the PS1 version. I think I got like to 598, but damn does this class take a while to level up. But we are going to... I want to do Mystic Knight. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to do Mystic Knight. But I really don't like Ferris's Mystic Knight. So, we're gonna give Galuf the Mystic Knight. Oh, he can already equip shields, so... We could give him, like, White Magic level 2. Yeah, let's give him White Magic level 2. See, Scram is really cool. Ooh, he can use it. And there we go. Now we have technically still a physical attacking team, but there's a little bit of magic thrown in the mix. And we still got a decent amount of HP too. You probably also noticed that the red mage's HP is the lowest out of anyone here. Their HP growth is abysmal compared to any other class, which makes sense considering they have access to multiple different types of magic, multiple different types of weapons, and if you level up some other jobs alongside them, they have probably the most overpowered setup you can go for. And Mystic Knight, I don't know if Mystic Knight is meta, but I just really like Mystic Knight. It's fun to play. I find it really enjoyable, so yas. Anyway. Nope. I got all my formations set up. There we go. But that'll do it for this episode of Final Fantasy V. We've been recording for a long time, I think, probably over an hour. And we've done a lot of progress. And we have some objectives to do. So, in the next episode, I want to level up a little bit. I want to go back. I want to do the secret dungeon in Walsh. And I want to do the secret, chest area in Walsh as well. Legitimately. I've done the Shiva battle legitimately many times, but I've never truly done the Jackanapes, battle legitimately, aside from doing it on the PS1 version. And I literally just grinded it out and tried it, failed. And I do remember at some point killing it, but I know it really wasn't legitimate. I think I cheesed the crap out of that fight. And ever since then, I've never taken that damn thing out legitimately. I've always turned battles off in every new version and just walked in, grabbed that mantle, grabbed the loot in the 3 pots, and then walked out and never went back in that room ever again. But if I'm going to try to max out the bestiary, I'm going to need to kill that thing anyway, so we're going to try to do that. And if I want to max out the bestiary as well, I need to kill all the super bosses alongside him. So it's going to be an adventure. This might be the longest playthrough I've ever done of this game if I can keep my gusto going and actually see it through. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Final Fantasy V. We're not leaving quite yet. But yeah, I love this game. I love this game to pieces. I might love this game more than I love Mario. No joke. Mario was my first platformer I ever played, but it wasn't the first RPG, I actually might have been the first. I think it was the first turn-based RPG that I ever got into. The game that made me love RPGs as a whole has got to go to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. If it hadn't been for Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, I would not be into RPGs as heavily as I am into RPGs to this day. And if it hadn't been for Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy series, I would never be into turn-based games. But turn-based games are very hard to do well. Because if you make a turn-based game and you make it poorly, you end up either making a game that's too difficult without enough customization, or you make a game that is too easy with too much customization. But yeah, turn-based games are very hard to make, and if I ever became a game developer, the first genre that I would like to create would probably be a turn-based game in the same style and vein as a Final Fantasy game, a pixel Final Fantasy game. But that'll be another day and another adventure. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.